Over the years, the PGA has seen its fair share of prodigies who tore up the amateur leagues before making their debut with the pros. From revolutionary geniuses like Tiger Woods, who did the impossible, to the new crop of golfers following in his footsteps. These are the top 10 rising talents from the amateur PGA Championship. Number 1. Jaden Sung. With every year, it almost feels like the prodigies we see in golf keep on getting younger, and Jaden Sung embodies that idea through and through. The 13-year-old's journey into all things golf started back when he was just an 8-year-old kid who did the impossible by winning the U.S. Kids Golf World Championship in back-to-back years. Jaden was one of the 89 players who battled for the opportunity to earn a spot in the U.S. Open back in 2023. I know it sounds crazy to think of a scrawny 13-year-old out in the green against college athletes, but Jaden wasn't intimidated by the competition at the Hillcrest Country Club. Even though Jaden didn't come out of the event on top, he became the youngest player ever to advance to the final stage of qualifying for the U.S. Open. Unlike the other talents in the video, Jaden is still rough around the edges, but with the type of mentality and skill displayed at the Hillcrest Country Club, we believe it's only a matter of time before he makes that big break. Number 2. Blades Brown. Speaking of mentality and skill, the American Junior Golf Association provides an ample amount of seasoned juniors, and Blades Brown definitely comes to mind. The 16-year-old golfer broke Bobby Jones' record as the youngest medalist at stroke play in U.S. amateur history. Jones accomplished this record at 18, and the record stood unbroken for over a century before Blades Brown came along and broke it as a 16-year-old. We don't need to tell you how crazy that sounds, but Blades didn't slow down, and in 2023, he shot a 64 course record at Colorado's Cherry Hills Club. With a sponsor exemption, Blades Brown made his PGA Tour debut at the 2024 Myrtle Beach Classic, where he finished at 10 under par and tied for the 26th at the Dunes Golf and Beach Club in South Carolina. Blades Brown is part of the new generation of golf prodigies who hope to show the world that 16-year-olds can shine on the PGA Tour. Next up is Giovanni Benaghi. Another impressive shining star who looks to stun the world of golf is Italy's Giovanni Benaghi. The rising talent joined the likes of Rory McIlroy, Thomas Pieters, and Matthew Fitzpatrick when he won the Italian International Under-16 Championship back in 2022. There's no denying the 16-year-old's deft touch with the club, which is why his win at the 2024 Junior Invitational at Sage Valley Golf Club felt normal when it shouldn't have. With a sizzling 8 under 64, Giovanni won the title by 2 shots over 36-hole co-leader Louis Klein of the Czech Republic. Most golf fans are used to seeing American prodigies take the crown in tournaments, but it would be a great disservice to miss out on European talents like Giovanni, who may one day dominate the sport. Number 4. Jackson Bird. Unless you're a newbie to the game, the name Bird should ring a few bells. And for those who instantly thought of former PGA Tour winner Jonathan Bird, you're right on the money. As we've seen with golf families, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and in this case, Jackson hopes to follow in his father's footsteps and one day win at the Tour. Back in 2023, Jackson shot 3 consecutive rounds of 1 under 70 to win the AJGA's Matthew NeSmith Junior Championship in August in his first amateur start. The 17-year-old still has a lot to do if he hopes to become a 5-time Tour winner like his dad, but solid performances at the Rolex Tournament of Champions and Boys Junior PGA Championship prove that he is one to watch. Number 5. Tyler Watts. There's no doubt that Jackson Bird is an impressive young man looking to fill his father's shoes, but if you're looking for something more, you might want to look up Tyler Watts. Back in 2023, Tyler became the youngest ever player to win the 107th Alabama State Amateur Championship at just 15. He continued his impressive streak with a win at the 51st Southern Junior Championship. In the final round of the event, Tyler posted a final round of 2 under 70, bringing home the win with a 9 under 207 at Baton Rouge Country Club in Louisiana. Tyler Watts followed that with an impressive second-place finish at the 2024 Terracotta Invitational. Before making a splash at the Alabama State Amateur, he won the 2022 Men's Club Championship at the Valley Hill Country Club, making him the youngest player ever to do so. The next golfer on our list is Gerardo Gomez. As we inch closer to the top of the food chain, we begin to see gifted amateurs like Gerardo Gomez, who know what it means to work hard at something until you achieve it. The 18-year-old is one of the most exciting young players we've seen who has what it takes to keep on improving. In 2024, Gerardo clawed his way to an impressive Mexican amateur win that put him on the man despite the stiff competition. In the tournament, Gerardo came from behind during the final round to win the Percy Clifford Cup after scoring a cumulative 274, minus 14. Before his big win in 2024, Gerardo showed flashes of brilliance in the South American Amateur and the Terracotta Amateur, coming in 2nd and 6th place. If he keeps improving, we see no reason why he won't make it to the top of the rankings. Number 7, Will Hartman. It's not every day we get to see young stars like Will Hartman before they make their way to the senior circuit. So if you haven't been watching the 17-year-old prodigy, you might want to wake up. The North Carolinian won the 2023 Bobby Chapman Jr. Invitational at the Country Club of Spartanburg in spectacular fashion. Hartman finished the tournament firing a third-round 70 with a 3-day total of 204. And a finish of 9 under par to win the event in wire-to-wire fashion. Will has followed up his win with impressive performances at the Jones Cup Junior Invitational and the 2024 Junior Invitational at Sage Valley. Things aren't slowing down for the youngster who looks like he has massive ambitions in a sport dominated by prodigies. Number 8, we have Wheaton Ennis. Before we talk about the top 2 amateur talents, we have to talk about the prodigy who won the 100th Arizona Amateur Championship at Phoenix Country Club. After 6 days of golf against the state's best amateurs, Ennis closed the door on the championship match with consecutive 30-plus foot putts on holes 15 and 16, respectively. Wheaton's string of performances at the 2024 Junior Invitational at Sage Valley and the AJGA Thunderbird Heather Farr Classic prove that he's a star in the making, and it's only a matter of time before we see his exploits in the senior circuit. Number 9, Billy Davis. If this is the first time you've heard the nickname Super Billy Davis, it's probably because he's been outshined by his twin Anna, who won the 2022 Augusta National Women's Amateur. From the look of things, Billy isn't one to let his sister hog all the glory, as Super Billy has been so impressive it's undeniable. His list of accolades includes finishing 2nd at the 2023 Jones Cup Junior Invitational, finishing 3rd at the 75th United States Junior Amateur Championship, and leading Team USA to a T1st finish at the 24 Junior World Cup in Japan. We could go on, but you get the message. Rounding out our top 10 list is Miles Russell. It doesn't matter if you're a casual golf fan or a fanatic who spends all your waking hours on the sport. In a few years' time, the name Miles Russell should feel very familiar. You could say Miles Russell is putting in the work to one day dominate the senior circuit, and so far the results have been phenomenal. The 15-year-old is the youngest player to be named the Amateur Junior Golf Association Player of the Year. He's also the youngest player to make the cut in a Korn Ferry Tour event after shooting first and second round scores of 68 and 66, including a front 931. Seasoned professionals like Phil Mickelson and Rico Hoey have shown their admiration for the youngster who looks like the future of the PGA. He's ranked number 1 in the Amateur Junior Golf Association, but we see him becoming the number 1 ranked golfer on the OWGR. Do you think we missed any rising star who deserves to be in this video? Join the conversation and let us know in the comments below.